All right, so my 8-way story is over motion, and it's going to be me having to take these tools variably up and down the stairs and to and from the rooms, but having to find them when they're down here. So there was a Ryobi tool, this one, and it was one of these. I can't remember if it was the flashlight or if it was this drill. It might have been, no, not right. This drill or that drill. Either way, it doesn't matter. But they were in 4 different locations back here. And because I didn't mark that as the centralized new standard location, I was coming back here trying to find stuff. Hey, I left it over here because I was working. I left it over here as I was working. I had one upstairs. It's all in motion ways. So the overproduction is that there are too many tools that can be used at one time. And most often, there's usually more than one problem in a room that can be fixed at one time. So invariably, I grab a bunch of tools. It's easier to have them all in one bag. But when they're here, I don't need them in a bag. I need them right where I need them to be, right out here so I can see them. I don't want them to be cleaned. I know who's borrowing what, because it's not always just me working. So that leads to transportation, having to take all the tools up and down stairs, in and out of rooms, to and from people, to and from job sites. And then, tools get left places, tools get put down, the workday ends, and people just leave it because we didn't do our RTS sometimes. But things happen. So that was, oh my gosh, that was transportation. So inventory. So when I can't find my tools, then we're running around trying to look for them, and we don't know where they are. I'm not working on the problems in the room at that point. I'm wasting time looking when I should be fixing. So that is, so the stuff in inventory stays in inventory, and we need to get it out of our inventory and put it in as active inventory so that it can be sold and given to the customer so that we can make the money, baby. So that can lead to it leads to a defect in us not meeting our QBR vision, which is putting heads in beds. Of course, that's not making money. There's a defect somewhere if we're not making money. Whether that's, this, anything else, but, it's a defect, which that leads to overprocessing when we have one problem that spills into 3, 4, 5 problems, which is the nature of the business and also the nature of Colonial Lodge. Some properties are different. Sometimes you fix one thing and it's fixed for years. Other places, one fix leads to another, one fix leads to another repair, which leads to a new fix, which leads to a new repair, which is what it seems to be like here. So that overproduction leads to a crazy amount of motion waste going in and out of rooms, back and forth. But again, having to go back and forth to different rooms, I can't tell you how many times I've done it to myself where I've put a drill in 27 and then I forget where it's at because there's a million rooms here, and then I go looking for it in every other room, and the very last one that I check is 27. So I wasted an hour trying to find the one thing that I needed. If I would have just put it back in the right spot, where it was supposed to go. So waiting, if I'm out there using emotion waste, looking for stuff, customers are waiting, Crystal's waiting, the front desk is waiting for the room to be put back online so they can do their part in meeting our QBR. And so because the grenades in my court at that time, and we want to go ahead and push it forward so that the next process can get a move on. Of course, waiting is a waste of our genius, because we're all paid to work, and if I'm holding up the work, that means the next person is just waiting while they're still getting paid and nothing's being done. So it's a waste of time, it's a strain on the company, it's a stress on the work environment, and we should always be pushing the grenade forward, or pushing the ball forward. I don't want the ball to be in my court. I'm saying it now. I don't want the ball in my court. I'm kicking it out. No grenades. That's my 8-way story, guys. Thank you.